Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, and yeah, it's been about 17 days since I have made a video. Yeah, it's just the reason that I haven't made a video for like the last 2.5 weeks basically. It's just because I'm kind of have a few personal situations that have been going on for the last couple of weeks, including I don't know if you guys the lighting seems kind of different now, but yeah, I got a new I have a new ceiling fan and now with a light. So yeah, because yeah, a couple of weeks ago, my old ceiling fan it ended up shorting out. So yeah, I needed a new one. So yeah, and with without the ceiling fan light, just yeah, I didn't really have good lighting. So yeah, so I didn't really want to make a video with bad lighting. But yeah, now just a couple of a couple of days ago, I finally did get a new ceiling fan put up in here with a light. So yeah, so now yeah, I've got good lighting in here again. So so now with me having a light now again, now I can really get back to making the videos for you guys. All right, but yeah, so for this video, what I figured I would do is I figured I would just make a video just to give my initial thoughts on the new iCarly that just came out today. So yeah, so of course a little while back I did make a video talking about how I felt about a new iCarly series being made, and yeah, and today it was just released on Paramount Plus. Yeah, only 3 episodes were released this week, and I think that's how it's going to be every week. So so there's not really a whole lot for me to talk about. But since I did give my thoughts on how I felt about it being made, I figured I would just give my initial thoughts on what I thought about it for the first few episodes. Yeah, and yeah, and what's the first season the entire first season of this new series is released, then I'll probably do another video giving my thoughts on the full season and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, so I thought that I would just give you guys my initial thoughts on the series after watching the first 3 episodes today. All right. So yeah, so I told you guys before, I was looking forward to this new show. As I said before, I really did like the original iCarly series, and plus, yeah, and yeah, with Miranda Cosgrove, Nathan Kress, and Jerry Trainer all coming back to do this one. Yeah, I was really looking forward to it, and I was really curious to really see what they were really going to do with this, with Jeanette McCurney not returning as Sam, and just to see what they were really going to do with it. Yeah, and yeah, I this actually was pretty interesting. I actually really did like what I did watch with these first 3 episodes. Yeah, it was a kind of different in its setup in a sense because yeah, like I said in this one, in this new series, Miranda Cosgrove, of Nathan Kress and Jerry Trainer are all back reprising their roles as Carly, Freddie, and Spencer. Yeah, yeah, and in this series, what it is just like of course the original Carly series ended with a Carly going with her dad to Italy. Yeah, and now in this new series she's back and she's living back in the same apartment building that she was living with Spencer in, but yeah, she's living in a different apartment, not with Spencer this time. Yeah, and with Sam not returning in this series, Carly is here in this living with a new roommate, Harper, who's played by Lacey Mosley. Yeah, yeah, and also in this series, Spencer is now rich and stuff, and he's now living in the apartment on his own, and yeah, and Freddie, I think Freddie has had the most stuff going on in between the original series end and now because yeah, they've said how Freddie he's been married a couple of times since then, but yeah, both marriages didn't work and split up. And Freddie is now living back with his mother, and it's showing that Freddie does have a an adoptive stepdaughter that is living with him, Millicent, who's played by Jane Triplett. I think that's how it's said. Yeah. So yeah, so basically the main characters of the show are Carly, Spencer, Freddie, as well as Harper and Millicent. Yeah, and yeah, And so Miranda Cosgrove, Jerry Trainer, and Nathan Kress, they all look real good. I mean, yeah, just even despite the fact that they're grown up now, it just still is. I still am just like kind of seeing them as just like their teenage selves again because they were still like during the like original run, like during the original series, they were like pretty much like my age. So yeah, I've always just kind of like seen them as just like the the teens and just like roughly around my age because that's really how they were during the original series. Like they were like pretty much my age. So yeah, so I still do like kind of like still see them as like the teenagers, despite the fact that they are now like grown adults. Yeah, 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 and they have actually really aged like really really well. Like it seems like Miranda Cosgrove in particular, it's just like she still just does seem like a still seem like a teenager. Like I just find it really hard to believe that she's now 28 years old. Yeah, yeah, and Nathan Kress, like he does like look older in a sense, but I still do like kind of like still see him as like the teenage boy that still does like have a thing for Carly. Yeah, and Jerry Trainer, he still looks like just exactly the same. Also, I mean, isn't he like in his like mid to late 40s or something? And he it just seems like he hasn't aged at all. So yeah, so. Yeah, the three of them really have aged like really well in between like when the original series ended and now with this new one. Yeah, yeah. Plus, also now that creep Dan Schneider is not like involved with this new series, hopefully that means that they can really like have a much better time on the set. Yeah, because of course, like ever since like those allegations have been made with Dan Schneider saying like how he really did act towards like the stars of his shows that he made on Nickelodeon. Yeah, just it seems like Dan Schneider has really just like been like just nobody wants anything to do with him because yeah, like supposedly like Dan Schneider was like one of the reasons that Jeanette McCurdy did not return as Sam for this new series. Yeah, yeah, and plus, yeah, I've heard like people also saying like how it really has affected other like actors and actresses that were on Dan Schneider shows such as like Amanda Bynes and Jamie Lynn Spears and other stars like that. So yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's good to see like now that Dan Schneider is gone. Hopefully, they can have like a much better time on set making this new series. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, for the three episodes that did like come out today, I actually did like them. Like I did like how they still do have like the original theme song for the show "Leave It All to Me" that's sung by Miranda Cosgrove. Yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen like the opening for the this new series. I'll put it down in the description if you want to see it for yourself. If you do want to see it, because yeah, they did like do still have like the original "Leave It All to Me" theme song. Yeah, they used it like in the first episode, but then like for the second and third one, they kind of shortened it down and stuff. It's kind of similar to like what they did for like the Fuller House opening and stuff. Yeah, and I'm not sure if like other like revivals of other shows such as like Girl Meets World and Raven's Back and all those other like revival shows if they have had like the same thing happen. But yeah, that is what they did with the opening for this new iCarly. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so oh yeah, so like I said, in this new series, Carly is now living in a different apartment with Harper, and Harper, yeah, she is like kind of a kind of like unusual person. Like she is like kind of weird. Like she is definitely like a much different personality from Sam because yeah, you like of course like Sam was like a really kind of a big tough girl and everything. Harper's not really doesn't really have that personality. She is just like kind of like really really yeah. She's just kind of like a a weird type of person. Like I just saw her as being kind of weird with like the things that she does and like the stuff she talks about and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. And Jaden, well, not Jaden, sorry. Millicent, Freddie's stepdaughter. Yeah, she's just kind of like the girl that is kind of like always acting up, trying to manipulate Freddie. Yeah, it's just kind of like this whole shtick where like the stepdaughter really doesn't accept her new father and pretty much saying that like he has no control over her and so yeah she's pretty much just like running roughshod and really always like being very manipulative to Freddy and not really listening to him and all that stuff. So yeah. Yeah, but overall, yeah, I do think that they are overall like good characters. I think they are like good additions to this new iCarly series. Hopefully, like over time, they'll like I think they'll just like take some getting used to for some people. But yeah, as this new series does progress, I think people will like it, and they'll get used to Harper and Millicent over time. Yeah. All right. As far as like the stories for this new series, yeah, I'll just like talk about them real quick. So yeah, so with the first episode, it shows that like Carly is already just like living in the apartment with Harper now, and it's showing that like how um Freddie has like really gone through two divorces, and he does have custody of Millicent. And then after like Carly's boyfriend ends up kind of like splitting up with her, Carly then like starts to have interest in this other guy, but this other guy then like just turns out really isn't Carly's type because he's like very unsanitary and just like very unusual and stuff. Yeah, yeah. It just like it's showing that just like that's not the boyfriend for Carly, and it's showing that like Carly really does miss like making iCarly. And it's showing that like how she like does have like sort of like a YouTube channel where she's like just like making vlogs and all this stuff. But then yeah, then she realizes that she really does like want to like do iCarly again. But yeah, she's also like saying that like she needs Sam to do it. And yeah, and the explanation that they gave for why Sam is not in this new series, like they said that like Sam is now like part of a biker gang. So yeah, so I guess it does make sense because, of course, in the last episode of the original series, like Spencer did give Sam a motorcycle, and even showed like in the Sam and Cat series, Sam was like riding the motorcycle. So I guess it does make sense that she is now in a biker gang. Yeah, so that's the explanation they gave for why Sam is not in the series. Yeah. Yeah, but then yeah, with like some help from Freddie, Carly realized that she couldn't do the show by herself, and so yeah, so then yeah, then Carly then and like starts up iCarly again on her own, yeah, and I did like how just it showed them going back into the old iCarly studio, and really just like going through all of some of the like old iCarly props, like such as like the mustache for the sketch they did on iCarly, which was like the cowboy like with the mustache and the idiot farm girl who thought the mustache was a squirrel. Yeah, they like found that, and they also like saw there was the bra that told bad ghost stories and stuff like that. Yeah, and plus also, of course, yeah, Spencer and Freddie just told Carly that they'd be happy to help, and then Carly unveiled like the cradle for like the baby Spencer sketch that they did. Yeah, and of course, like in this new series, like since I guess it is like more adult than the original show was, yeah, they now have like the characters swearing. Like Spencer said "damn it," and one of the episodes Carly said "damn it," and of course like the thing that really just did have me in awe was that one like in the third episode, I think it was, yeah, Carly actually said bitch. So yeah, I like when I did see that, I just like had to like just rewind it just to make sure that I heard it right. I was like just surprised to hear like Miranda Cosgrove actually swear like that. Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of other people were too. I just yeah, like if you haven't seen it yet, watch the third episode of this series and just yeah, she actually does swear. So yeah, I'm just surprised by that. Yeah, but yeah, and then yeah, she then does a start up iCarly again, and but it's now like more adult oriented, and so yeah, and it does show that like it does get like good reviews and viewership and stuff. Yeah, and the second episode, like this one was kind of interesting. Like in the second episode, which is titled "I Hate Carly," it's shown that like Carly like apparently has like a hater that is watching the webcast, and uh, yeah, and it's she's just getting these comments do better, and then she just like calls the like just messages the hater to meet her at the coffee shop that Harper actually does work at. Yeah, and interestingly enough, like in the series, like if you saw the trailer for this new series, you see that it did also bring back some other recurring characters, such as Freddy's mother, and in the trailer it also showed that Neville was in there, though Neville wasn't in like these any of these 3 episodes that came out today. But yeah, Neville will appear at some point in the series. Yeah, and they also like had they brought back Nora. You remember like Nora from like iCycle, the psycho girl that ended up like locking up Carly, Sam, and Freddy and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, they actually did bring back Nora in the second episode. So yeah, it was interesting to see her back. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they did because didn't they say that she was going to be going back to jail forever? Yeah, but I guess yeah, they let Nora out. Yeah, but then yeah, then Carly then met this guy Justin there. Yeah, and yeah, it showed that that like Carly really does like Justin, and she asks him to out on a date. But then, yeah, then it was revealed that Justin was the hater, or on Carly's webcast. Yeah, but then, yeah, then later on, like it was revealed that like why Justin was like hating on Carly was because apparently like during like the original run of iCarly, apparently he did send in a video, but it wasn't actually used on the webcast. So yeah, he had been like holding a grudge against Carly ever since then. But then as he like started to spend more time with Carly and got to know her as a person, he realized that she really was not that kind of person, and he was very apologetic for it. Yeah, and at first Carly was just like very dismissive of him, but then eventually like she came around and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Then in the third episode, I apologize. What this one's really about is how Spencer is apparently working on a new sculpture or for like a museum that he's starting to run or something. Yeah. But apparently as Spencer was showing it to Carly, Freddie, yeah, Harper, and uh, Millicent. As like Carly started like spitting out a piece of food, who like Millicent apparently actually like took a photo of that, and yeah, and it just like became a meme because it looked as if like Carly was disgusted by Spencer's sculpture and everything. So yeah, so then in like a Millicent ended up posting the photo on social media, and it started to become a meme with so many people, and it really did like upset Spencer that he was getting criticism for all that stuff and just really embarrassed and humiliated. And then Spencer really then did act in retaliation and really just like made his whole museum like just as a way to really just like embarrass and humiliate people and just this really we just like make them like very embarrassed and all that stuff. So and just really piss people off. Yeah, yeah. And in this episode, there was also this thing with Millicent apparently seen like an old post from Freddie saying stuff about like how he doesn't want children and all this other stuff, and she appeared to be like very hurt and upset by it. And throughout this episode, like Freddie tries to really apologize to her and just like try to give her gifts and everything, like give her like some kind of doll, and he eventually like gives her like this very colorful keyboard, which yeah she does accept. But then then like it was revealed that like she was just like manipulating Freddy this whole time. She wasn't really hurt by it and was just using Freddy to just get him to buy her stuff like that. Yeah. And stuff, yeah, and then as Freddy then like was like just really trying, just telling Millicent that uh, that just being manipulative is not the way to get gifts and stuff. Then and Millicent then just said that like she understands and all that, and then then it was just then revealed that she was like manipulating Freddy some more to get the keyboard back. So yeah, yeah. So these first 3 episodes of the they're overall I did like them. Yeah, I think that the series is now heading in a good direction. Hopefully, like they can still do a really good job with this. And yeah, and I am curious to really see, like, since they did bring like Nora back and Freddie and his mom, and Neville will be in a future episode. I'm really curious to really like see what other like characters from the original series will be back. I mean, will they get Giddy back for this new series? And will Tebow be here? Will Lubert be here? Just yeah, what other characters from the original series will be back for this new series of iCarly? Yeah, but overall, yeah. Overall, initially, I am liking this new iCarly. Yeah, like I said, and I think that they're going to be releasing new episodes like every week. Yeah, and like I said, when the entire first season of this new series does come out, I'll like make another video really giving my thoughts on the full season of season of this new iCarly series. Yeah, but yeah, for these first 3 episodes, I liked them, and I am liking this new approach on iCarly now. So yeah, it is great to see like Miranda Cosgrove, Jerry Trainer, and Nathan Kressel back. And I'm glad that they still are using the original theme song. And yeah, and like I said, now with Dan Schneider gone, hopefully they can have a much better time making this, and there won't be anything like really creepy on the set that will make it into the show, such as like stuff like with Dan Schneider, of course, like just like displaying his foot fetish and everything. Yeah, hopefully just there won't be anything and like anything like creeping out any of the cast anymore like that. So yeah. So I do like this new series, and I really am hoping that this will be overall good still. All right. So yeah. So if you haven't seen these episodes, like go on to Paramount Plus and check out this new iCarly series. All right. So yeah, so I guess that's all I really have to say for my initial thoughts on this new iCarly series. So I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about it, and yeah, let me know your thoughts on this new series. I mean, do you like this these first 3 episodes, and are you excited to see what else they're going to do with this series? So yeah, just tell me what you think about this new series and what and if you're excited for what they're going to do. All right. So yeah, so I guess that's all I can really say about it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Yeah. And also, before I go, just yeah, something else I want to say real quick is yeah, of course, like WWE does have like the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view this Sunday, which I'm not exactly sure why they did move it from October to June, but yeah, regardless, yeah, with the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view being this Sunday, yeah, I probably will make like a retro pay-per-view review sometime in the next couple of days. Is that had like a Hell in a Cell match on there, so yeah, so. Yeah, a retro pay-per-view with a Hell in a Cell match will probably be up sometime in the next couple of days. All right, so stay tuned for that. All right, but anyway, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.